The meeting of the Dudley Cultural Council to order at 9:47. All right, we'll begin with the secretary's minutes from the last meeting, which was our confusing meeting.
It's very brief.
That's okay. Good, brief is good today.
Like I said, the tornado didn't help. Okay, Dudley Cultural Council meeting Thursday, August 19th, 2021. Present, Ginny DiDonato, Mary Kunkel, Jane Champagne, Ron is it Stahelic?
Stahelic.
Stahelic,
right.
Stahelic, okay, thank you. And Lois.
Louise.
Louise, sorry.
I can be Lois.
Okay, new members were introduced. Jane Champagne, Ron Stahelic,
Very good.
Louise Williams, and Annette Guyon. Selection of officers was held and the following slate of officers was elected. Ginny DiDonato, chairperson, Ron Stahelic, treasurer, Mary Kunkel, secretary. Secretary's report was read and accepted. Treasurer's report was read and accepted. Old business. Banners were shown to new members along with the sign-out, sign-in sheets, and where the banners are kept in the mailroom. We reviewed open grants. The Brown Box Theater program had to be canceled at the last minute, and we were told that it would not be held in the future. Yearly surveys were deemed optional. The possibility of having a survey available on the Access channel was discussed. New business. Workings of the council was explained to new members. Ginny encouraged new members to become familiar with the MCC website as well as the Town of Dudley government website. A tornado warning was then called and all members left the meeting to regroup downstairs. The meeting abruptly adjourned at 11 a.m. Next meeting will be forthcoming. Respectfully submitted, Mary Kunkel, treasurer.
I make a motion.
Secretary.
There's no changes either, I'm sorry. I make a motion, we accept the minutes from August 19th.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Thank you, Mary. Okay, next. A brief review of the changes from the programs from 2020 to 2021. Did you get my updated?
I did.
Okay. I don't have your tracking sheet.
I did.
Okay. Basically, from the 2020, I guess I didn't remember the Dudley the Webster Recreational and the Shakespeare play.
Oh.
They said it would not be held.
That's what the girl said
Yeah.
when we were there, when we asked her, what, you know, when it will be
Yes,
rescheduled.
that's
She
right, I
said
do
it's
remember.
not.
She said that. That was a member of the play.
Right, and you couldn't reach Carol Basha.
I have not reached her, and I guess at this point, we still have to wait till December 31st. And if we don't hear anything, then the funds will go to FY23.
Right. It's too bad, because it really looked nice. They had a nice stage, and
Yeah,
they had
that
the
was great.
backdrop, and it looked like it was gonna be really, really nice. Too bad.
And then of the FY 2020, just to bring you up to date, and again, if you go on, well, right now on the website, Dudley website, there aren't too many programs shown because they come off once we put an expiration date, and I usually put about a month afterwards. So there's only a few, but when you go to the Town of did I say Webster? Town of Dudley website, and you look from the government to the Dudley Cultural Council, that'll get you to our website. And then if you click events, what I forgot to tell you the other day, if you click on the event, then the verbiage will come up to describe the event. So we have, that one is still in force.
How much is that, Ginny?
I'm sorry,
How much money is that?
$750.
Which one is that, Ginny? I'm sorry.
Do you want a number or?
Well, just the name of it.
Well, the applicant was Webster Recreation Department.
Oh, was that the play?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I'm calling it Brown Box.
Okay, well, yeah, that's what the description was of Brown Box.
Okay.
So Nancy Roy, I Cannot Die But Once, is extended to May of 2022. The Dudley Grange for the Strawberry Festival goes to 2022. Stephanie Lashua's application for Art Through the Ages goes to May 2022. I haven't been in touch with her, but that will occur, that will happen, and that's what she requested. And the Dudley Senior Center, All Poets and Potters, applicant was Margaret Boussier, is going to occur on December 10th this year. We have not heard from Moon River to Malagania. That was the 2020, everything else was done.
So, excuse me, if you haven't heard from these people, you're just gonna assume that they're not gonna carry it out? Is that?
If I don't hear from them by 12/31,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That sounds
The
fine.
money's being
Does that
held for
sound-
them.
Right.
the money's still
Yeah,
in
it has to
held.
be,
Yeah.
because we granted it.
well.
Which is a little.
I got that lesson the other day. I was ready to put it to unencumbered.
It didn't work.
No.
Nice try.
Okay, the 2021, well, you know that we did quite a bit with the Grange, and then the Senior Center had the hip-hop dance, that was done. Kirk Whipple and the online,
Piano duo?
yeah, the piano duo, thanks, Mary. That's actually still ongoing, supposedly.
That was very good.
It's good.
Every
You
Monday,
know,
Wednesday,
it's-
and
it's watching.
Saturday.
It's really a good program.
1 PM and from 9 PM through to December.
That's the
But,
duo?
yeah, but I haven't checked on that, but that's what they told us. And then the Apple Festival with the old fiddlers, that happened, the J. Mankita, the Green Machine that Mary and I went to see at the Dudley Middle School was phenomenal.
Good.
And then the town hall, we gave the money for the architect for the new park. And then we have extended Mark Chester's, these are photographs about landscapes to 2022. Any questions? Okay, now, here we go. I don't know who's gonna keep us honest with the 5 minutes. Who's going to?
bell. We should have brought one of those.
I have one.
Last thing.
I would have ended up throwing the bell at you.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm facing the clock, so why don't I
I
just
think
keep us
that's
on
excellent.
task?
And then just throw something.
Yeah, then you can throw something at us. Okay, how about the treasurer's report? I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. I should look at my own agenda.
Thank you.
Oh, sure. Boy, oh boy.
So at the end of the year, or the first of the year starts on July 1st, and our balance was $12,621.73. And after we paid those programs that came after July 1st, there was a balance of $5,323.89. And then under the summary of ledger balance, we had 2020 allocation balance extended. These were extended, so FY 20 allocation carried over from 2021 was $1,375, and FY 2000 allocations carried over to 2022 was $1,475, and if you see, the old fiddlers, the Black Tavern, and Arts Through the Ages were part of that 2022. So that the total FY 20 allocation balance was $2,850. And then if we come down to 2021 allocation, FY 21 allocation balance was $700. FY 21 allocation carryover from to 2022 is $850, and that was the Mark Chester photo display. So a total for FY 21 allocation would be $1,600, and then the unencumbered funds carried over from FY 22 was the $400 from the Grange, because they were allocated $700. Is this the one that they were allocated?
17, yeah,
Yeah,
1,700.
and So we ended up with 400 unencumbered. And then unencumbered funds carried over to 2023 was the tradesman on the common for $300. So the admin funds, money that we have to use for administration purposes was $173.89. And so the ledger balances with the balance that I showed up above.
Well, first I'll ask if there's any corrections or omissions. Mary?
The tradesmen didn't take place? I thought they were at that October 2nd.
Yes,
I thought
they
the tradesmen were
did, but he
there.
But it was,
hasn't.
I think what it was is that they had $700, they only used 400 out of the 700, so that.
Oh, okay.
So they had a credit.
So there's a
or
balance.
whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
They
it
kicked
was
it
it was
back.
unencumbered for $300.
Right.
Okay.
That's good.
I forgot how much we did.
Well, I
Thank
tell
you.
you, we're in the
Oh.
money.
We're in the money. I will accept a motion to accept.
I make a motion to accept the treasurer's.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, I want to say a big thank you to Ron, who's taken over this incredibly difficult post, along with our guest today, Mrs. Brinker, well, she's going to be mad at me now, who just goes on helping and helping and helping, and she's kind enough to be here today, and I would hope she'll give me a signal when I've let things astray. Okay, that's enough. But seriously, Marilyn mentioned the difficulty in the years. Well, it's just, if not more difficult for him.
It's
And
usually
this-
not. I mean, this is.
No, this is
has been
unique.
unusual because
Very,
of COVID.
in
Right.
every way.
It's
Right.
pretty cut and dried otherwise.
Yes.
It's the carryovers that make the difficulty.
carryovers.
And keeping track of
That's
them
what
all.
makes it confusing.
And now-
Okay.
Now it's not just 1 year, it's plural.
Right.
Years.
So with the unencumbered funds, we have today been granted $9,400 plus $400 of encumbered funds, from the 400 being the ones from the grant.
And we can disperse all of that.
We
today.
can disperse all of the
Good, good, good,
9,800.
Okay, here we go.
Jane, did you bring,
So
you
is
brought
that-
your calculator, so I was gonna ask Jane to make sure that we try to keep a running total, if not the treasurer as well, and that way we can, be in agreement.
We don't have a worksheet. We don't have one of those worksheets now. like we
No,
have.
I didn't see a
Who did
worksheet.
that? That was good to have. I don't know who did that.
I think that was
Anyway.
part of the old program, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so
Oh,
too. I think we got it online, and I
I think
didn't
you
think
did.
to look for it. I tried to just make my own running totals in some cases. I believe the first three went to, and thank you, you gave me the tracking. When Annette had, I think, the first three.
No, I had the first three.
You had, Louise?
That's me. I had the one from,
I have 4, 5, 6.
yeah, I had library.
The places you'll go?
Yep. Yep,
Oh, that's because I delivered to you two.
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
all
pardon
right.
me.
Did you answer the phone when I emailed you?
See, I answered the
I
phone.
was prepared to
I never
deliver
answered
them
the
to
phone.
everyone that day, but that didn't work. So, shoot.
So, this is a grant through the library, I guess, for the place.
Hold on. This is a grant to David Bates.
Oh, okay. But it will be held at the library.
Correct.
It is the places you'll go. I had looked at it and I really liked it. I mean, I thought that it was intergenerational, everyone could be involved, there was percussion instruments and whatever. It was a return visit, so I figured that was a plus, since they had done it before. Full funding is $475, but they could do partial funding between $350 and $475. It's projected to reach 80 people, with 55 of those youth. Helps with the summer reading program. I'm fast. As I said, I thought it was a good
Davis
program.
Bates does something almost every year.
He did last
It's
year.
very-
Last year, yeah.
it's always
No.
different.
Well,
It's-
2020, we approved him for 2020,
Okay.
2021, so he must have been out.
Okay.
I've
Yeah,
seen some
we
of his
approve.
stuff, it's always good.
Yeah.
It's well
Okay,
worth the money.
the other thing I would say is, let's have 3 piles. One we really like and want to include, we can always revisit.
Okay,
Okay.
One we will absolutely decline,
okay.
and then the others some maybes. Okay? So.
And then we'll do the math. Is that right?
Well, I'd like
Once
you
we
to,
have
I'd
our-
like you to do the math as
On
the-
everything.
on the 3 areas. In other words, who wants to vote? Should we take a vote on David Bates?
Sure.
Okay.
All those in favor, raise your hand. Okay, so
Wait,
you think we should wait?
I do.
Yeah, I think we should wait,
We've
because
got
the things we went
24.
over.
Yeah, we've got.
Okay, all
Well, we
right.
could put that
But
in-
I think we would put that in
Yeah,
the
that's-
favorable.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
she's voting
And then
for.
maybe,
All right.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
All right, we don't have to vote on that. We'll just kind of agree that it'll, I don't have enough room here.
Okay.
All right, next one, Louise?
The next one was Edward Cooper. He's asking for $450. It cannot be partially funded. It is a program where he's beyond the beaten path, where they're showing you how to tie balloon animals. It was a,
I thought this was in the woods.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Ed the Wizard. Remember Ed the
The
Wizard?
Yeah,
infamous.
Ed the Wizard,
Okay.
yeah.
oh, well, that's what he's trying to show. It only is, it will be at the library. Basically, it's only going to, his projection is 40 people that will be served.
Does he have a letter from the library
He
saying?
does,
He does,
Okay.
and the first one has a letter too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
so he's a regional performer. Audience of all ages respond positively to his, and he is a return also, but he cannot be partially funded.
Did he say how many towns he applied to?
No.
I think that should be a maybe.
Excuse me?
I did attend a couple of his, when he was way back, Ed the Wizard.
He is Ed.
He had a hard time holding the audience, I
Oh, he
found.
did? Okay,
Yeah.
I never attended
Yeah,
one.
quite frankly, I didn't think he was that good, but that's just my opinion.
What does the library say? Do they want the program?
Well,
I think the library basically would like any.
Lita wrote the letter and says,
Who's, is that one?
Lita
Is that-
Carroll.
Is that the librarian?
yes,
Yeah.
she's the youth
Yeah.
librarian. I sincerely hope you will consider funding this, blah, blah, blah. His performances have been very well received in the past. Those are in
She
the
wasn't
gist.
there in the past. so she-
Maybe got better, I
No,
mean,
she
that was,
wasn't.
I'm
She's
talking,
relatively new.
I'm walking a
Brand
long
new.
time ago, yeah, I'm
Okay.
talking several, you know,
Me
a
too.
few years ago, yeah, so.
Maybe he's
I mean,
perfected
put
his
him as-
craft.
Put him as a maybe.
Well, let's put him in the,
Maybe, I think it should be
Iffy.
maybe.
definitely a.
Okay, maybe.
Okay.
And the last one was for 2 performances at the Grange for the summer band concerts or whatever. They could do, now I'm all messed up here. Oh. 2 programs, total funding, they figured it would serve about 200 people. They do so much for the community, but I know the community does a lot for them as far as the grants also, so. One band was,
Yeah, one band is
Um,
the old,
the Great Grange Reunion Band, was 14 pieces. And it does the rock and roll, blues and rhythm and blues, soul from the 60s and 70s. The other one is Donnie and the Coyotes, a 7-piece band, rock and roll band. who plays locally for many years.
Who's gonna fund it, the balance, if we only give them 1,170?
They basically said that, I don't know if they had the money, if it was only partially
Dudley-
funded.
Dudley Grange was unable to hold
Yeah.
any fundraisers in 2020.
Yeah,
And only partially, in 2021. Without full funding, we unfortunately will not be able to hold the summer music series in 2022.
Okay, so, but I'm confused, it says 1,300 and then it says 1,100.
Well, it projected advertising costs for both events, $50, $11.70 for the bands, projected cost for refreshments for both events. I don't remember them giving us refreshments, they sold
I don't-
They sold
I don't think we're supposed to be paying for refreshments, are we?
I wouldn't think so. I wanted, Mary, you and I went to I think
I
it
went to a
was,
few of them, yeah, they're
No.
well received, gee,
It's a
But
great
the-
program, because it's open to the whole town.
Yeah.
It's outdoors.
yeah.
Music.
They get,
Yeah.
they get.
But
we're not
they
supposed to
get
be
between
funding
like
food for one
30,
thing.
Oh, no.
30,
No, I wouldn't
40,
fund
50
food, no.
people.
The-
You know, and then as the evening goes on, some people leave. you
Yeah.
know.
the
yeah.
Great Garage Reunion Band. Do you remember them? Because I remember
I
them
remember
as,
the Blues Brothers,
the Blues Brothers were
Yeah.
phenomenal.
and I
but-
remember that
How
rock
about
and
the
roll.
Coyotes?
The Coyotes,
They
yeah.
were pretty good.
Yeah, I thought they were all good, actually. And
I
the two
d-
that were there on October 2nd, I was selling tickets, so it was hard for me to pay attention to
Oh,
the
the
music.
old Fiddlers
Yeah,
and,
yeah, they're
yeah, they were both
And
great.
the Gray Whiskey Pickers.
Yes.
Yeah,
More
they've been
coming
around
up
for a
next.
while. They're good.
Well, if you want, we could put them in maybe?
Maybe two, yeah, it's a lot of money, but. like, it's- we
Well,
have a
not
lot,
for
but-
all of it.
No, no.
I
How are they
bet
gonna
they'll-
do
We
it?
can't do partial.
Then they won't do it.
If they
Yeah.
can't hold it unless we fully
Well, that would
fund
be a big mistake,
the
I
1,100.
think. It's a.
Okay,
it's-
we'll
it's
put it
well-
in the-
It's well attended. It's for the whole, doesn't separate from seniors to kids to families, it's for the whole town.
Yeah.
You're talking 200 people twice, it's two programs, right?
yeah, right.
It's two
And they-
programs,
It's
too.
long, it's like a
So
2 hour.
here's the thing, because we're going over time.
Thank you.
So what you gotta do is, we gotta, like you said, we gotta make our piles, and then we have the discussion. But to have discussion individually right now really doesn't make
Okay.
any sense.
Okay.
Because we gotta find the ones that we really like, let's total those up, and then we whittle it down.
Okay, so then the discussion should not include a definite no, everything should be a maybe then.
I think we can do a definite no.
Yes.
I've got some, I
And
know
no
it's a
definite
definite no, and I
Right.
have a yes, but I know where we're headed.
Okay.
In my pile.
Okay,
Yes,
Yep.
fine. How about we put them in a yes,
okay,
but not for their full amount, for
Yeah.
the two bands, cost of the bands.
okay.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Well, okay. That's 3 for you.
Yeah.
Mary?
Okay. Number 4, which is from the Grange, they have the venue, obviously. The date's gonna be October 1st. They meet all the criteria. It's the Gray Whiskey Pickers and the Old Fiddlers Club. This is gonna be the Apple Festival. This
Yes,
will
it
be
is.
the Apple Festival,
It
which
is.
hits all the criteria, priorities for us. The one drawback, they're requesting $650. If it's not fully funded, they'd have to drop one band.
That Apple Festival was the first time I ever went. I was overwhelmed with the amount of people that are
Yeah,
there.
that was
For the
amazing.
craft side,
Yeah.
or the, whatever.
Tradesmen and the crafts.
yeah, well, all of the crafts and the Black Tavern. I think that's a yes.
I think it's
Okay.
I say yes, yeah.
Okay, we'll put it in the yes column.
All right, number 5 was the Dudley Middle School. They're requesting, $575, I believe.
No, Len
1150.
Cabral, 1150.
Oh, all right, I have to figure out how to put that there. This is Len Cabral, the storyteller. We last funded him in 2020. The program will take place, obviously, at the middle school, March 3rd, 2022. This is for grades 5 and 6, and it's 2 back-to-back programs. And they can get additional funds from the PTO if we don't fully fund and they do their own publicity.
So put it in
I heard wonderful things about that from some teachers up there.
that Len Cabral. We could put it
They're
in the
requesting
partial
often, so it's
fund.
gotta be good,
Yeah.
yeah.
We could put it in the partial. Do we have a
So-
partial file?
No, just put it in the yes pile or the no pile at
Thank
this
you.
point.
Yes.
And then he is requesting the full 1150. So do you want him in the yes?
Oh, I put the 575 would have been if they only did one band. It would be.
No, we're on the.
No,
No,
this is
we're
on
on-
the storyteller.
We're on the storyteller.
Storyteller, right.
That's the fifth and
That's-
sixth grades.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Okay.
number 5 on the sheet.
Number 5, right.
So.
Well, let's listen to the other 3 school programs, because we tend to get into school,
Well,
which is
yeah.
great, but.
Well, middle school has 4, including Jesse Green, who
Oh.
kind of does
I
his
read
own.
his.
Well, he's the one we
Phenomenal.
saw. We saw
He's
him.
He was here.
Yeah.
It's a good program.
The library has 2, 4, there's 6 events at the
Yeah.
library.
But that's not from the library, though. Those are the individuals who, they're gonna take place at the library.
Yeah,
Correct.
but yes, exactly. And the senior center has, I'm not sure about 1, but there's 4 listed for the senior center.
Okay.
So we're on,
Number 6.
Samuel Slater.
well,
Yeah, number
wait a second. What did we say about that? A yes on that,
Yes.
Elaine Cabral?
Okay.
All right, and number 6 is also the middle school, and this is a visit to the Samuel Slater Museum in June of 2022. This is for the 5th grade, which is also included in the previous program. Was it 5th and 6th or 4th and 5th? It's for 135 people. The admission fee is $20 a person, which is, they're not positive yet because the Samuel Slater Museum
Did you say
hasn't
150
decided.
people?
135. That
135.
includes the kids and
Okay.
staff. And it follows the industrial art as part of the 5th grade curriculum. If it's not fully funded, they're going to do a spaghetti dinner in February, and they said possible help from the PTO.
How much do they want, Mary?
2700.
$2,700.
It's so funny, because I
Well,
made,
that's $20 times 135 people.
yeah, and I heard $10.
Well, they
They
said,
should give a reduced rate for
yeah,
schools.
Yeah.
what
I think.
she said that the, what did she say about the,
And how long is the program there?
It's a walkthrough with
Is
a
it open?
docent.
Yeah.
I don't
And
think
they
the
take you
museum's
through.
open yet.
I don't think it's open
No.
yet.
Oh, no.
And they're not,
Well, this is for next,
Yeah.
Yeah.
School
Next
year.
yes, the
spring.
$20,
They've
this is an
had-
estimate since they don't have a price yet, plus 3 buses,
There's where the expense comes
Yeah.
in. I'll
Right.
bet you it,
the buses.
yeah, okay.
And again, like I say, this is for the
I
5th
see
grade.
them, yeah.
Right.
The old days. we
I
walked
think
to
it's
the-
a great.
I love the idea. I don't understand how they have to come up with such a big figure.
That could kill a budget
Well,
real
if they
rapidly.
charge
I mean,
rapidly.
$20 a head,
Right, well,
okay? And then they need the buses?
I think we should
Well, I
just
think the
give them
buses is
200
included.
bucks or 300,
You know,
it's
we only
partially
have
funded.
$9,000, yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
take, that takes a third of the money.
Yeah,
away.
exactly.
right. Well, we can partially fund.
You
They
wanna
said
say
they're gonna do
maybe then?
spaghetti dinner.
I mean, they
Yeah,
can.
put it in the
Maybe on
maybe.
that one.
I love the idea. I'd love to go see it
I love it too,
myself.
but you're reaching 135 people
Yeah.
for a
Well-
lot of money.
Well, there's a lot going on at the middle school,
Right.
except for that carryover for the art program for the high school. Everything's the middle school. That's 5th and 6th grade, or 4th, 5th. I only see 5th and 6th.
I've seen
Usually, the
Five
PTO
through
gets
eight.
very involved, and there's no mention of them.
No, they said the PTO could fund it.
Yeah, I could try. They could
Could.
try.
Well, one of them, they said the PTO would fund if we didn't.
Okay.
And
Well, let's
this
maybe
one-
it then.
This one is said possible
Yeah.
funds from the PTO, and a spaghetti, they would have a spaghetti dinner.
Okay, next.
Titan Times. I think it's phenomenal myself. All right.
I like this one too.
Oh, yeah. They want $460, benefits grades 5 through 8, 500 students, and they have
All the
Or the
students.
whole school.
social
Well, it's
media
a
platform for
newspaper.
parents to read it. What I like everything about it. When it says the artists and the presenters, they are the students themselves. You don't have
Excellent.
It's
somebody
a newspaper,
presenting.
right?
Yeah,
It's new.
yeah. They've done it for 2 years, I heard.
Oh, okay.
There are 150 7th graders involved. They want to do it between January and December 2022. It's a monthly product. The students get a hard copy, which I love. It's called the Titan Times, of course. And they cover, the kids pick the topics, of course they have to be edited. They research, they do the editing, attention to detail. God, do they need a lot of work in extending and enriching the writing process. And
That was
they
an
do.
aside.
No, it's the truth.
No, I
Oh,
said that
no,
was an
that
aside
wasn't in
on
the
your.
application.
That wasn't that was an aside from a former teacher, a
Well,
retired. I think that's
definitely.
great.
I mean, I think it's phenomenal.
I do too.
And it also counts the mutilation of the texting language they use.
Yes,
agree
yes.
with you.
To absolutely
100%.
writing.
Is there anyone who has any doubt about this?
No.
No.
No,
Okay,
so
let's
let's put
not-
it in a yes.
Yes or yes?
Let's not even talk about it. Let's put it in the
What was the
yes.
other yes we had?
Oh, we had lots of
Gwen
yeses.
Cabell and the Fiddlers.
Fiddlers,
3 we
Well, the
funded.
first one, the places
Yeah.
Bates.
the places.
Anyway, we'll get back to that.
Got one, yeah.
Are you done, Mary?
I'm done.
Yeah, she's
Patty's
done
up.
with
Now it's Patty.
Who we are now?
Piano keyboard.
Oh, the piano keyboards, all right.
Number 8.
They want 1,800.
What is
Uh,
Gateways Academy?
Okay, stop.
Well, I'll
Stop. They're in Shrewsbury.
I know, and they've applied to cultural councils in 18 to 20 other towns.
Yeah. No.
Let it go.
Let it go. It's a no.
Yeah.
It's not
We're
in
not
our-
even gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
What's
And-
your
and
third one?
Gateway just started a year ago, just let you know.
Okay.
You gave me a job, I'm taking it
Okay.
serious.
You're doing great.
Oh, yeah, the chainsaws and cheeseburgers.
And it's primarily because it's out of town.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You'd like to help a startup. I mean, you want to give them a boost, but when I read all the other towns that they've applied to, I mean, 20 of them. Good for them.
Yeah, they did. That's okay.
Yeah. $500, chainsaws, cheeseburgers, and rock and roll live. Benefits 300 youth at Dudley Middle School. It's a school assembly. The program has longevity, they've had it before. I got a copy of a letter here from Michael Tucker, writing to this Mr. Green, commending him for his performance and wanting him to come back. And these kids, well, we know, they need to have, in today's world, they need to have their spirits raised, the fact that they can follow their dreams and accomplish and become what they want to become, and they can contribute to the community. It's all positive. And Jesse
I'm
Green,
doing
I
this.
guess he's a real artist,
Well,
a real
He's very entertaining
Patty,
with a message.
We
He was
went
there
to,
last
he's
year.
the
And
one
he's
we
good.
saw.
Put a
The
star.
only question here is, do we do him again back to back?
That would
That's
be
the
Okay.
only
my question. I
question.
threw a maybe on him.
A maybe?
Maybe?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, he's very good, but we
He's
did find him last
excellent. The
year.
Okay,
kids
all
went
right,
wild.
Yeah, and they asked a lot of questions after,
And
which I thought
yes.
was really
So what
But
grade
it's
level was
only
that for?
500, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Which grade level?
He was
Patty?
fifth and sixth,
Again?
or fifth.
It didn't
Well,
say,
they do everything.
300 youth
They
at
did a couple, it was a couple
Dudley
of
Middle
grades.
School.
Well, it would be 2 grades.
Um,
It's 150 kids.
It didn't give, it said it appeals to
I mean,
grade,
two-
appeals to
300
grades 2 to 12, but
No, yeah, but he doesn't do that.
It was
He
at
does
least
it at
2, I
the,
know that.
No,
'cause
no,
one-
no,
One
no,
group was
no.
coming out, when the other group, when we went to the
it
other.
had to be grade 6, and it had to be, I know for sure it was grade 6, and I don't know what other grades he performed in front of. It doesn't say.
So could we just get moving, decide whether it's gonna be a maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have a couple of questions, but I'll ask that when we get to the discussion part.
Excellent. Yeah.
go ahead, who's got the next one? Hamlin.
Number 10, who's the number 10?
Teapot from around the world.
Teapot.
Maybe
Teapot?
that's that lady.
Isn't it?
It's not here.
All right, hold
Oh,
on,
Annette?
hold on. That might be her.
The lady.
Do we get feedback from her?
No, hold on a second. That's a maybe. I have, what have I got here? Ginny's. I don't have enough paperwork.
It's 1407.
It's Hamlin, Richard Hamlin. Teapots from around the world, May 6, 2022. Blends a pottery wheel demonstration with discussion of the language, story, history, and techniques of pottery making. Then he goes on and on and on. I think
Who's his audience?
a target audience to attend or participate in a project. They may, anybody, but he's at the senior center.
senior center.
So it's targeting
I think-
seniors.
And I think they make a little, but I think.
Yes,
they
and I
make a little
think
pie.
he,
They produce a product, don't they?
I think they do. It doesn't, hold it.
It's important.
I read this a few days ago.
And that's the senior center, right?
Yeah, it's at the senior center, and
I give them a maybe.
Margaret
They're
has
only
a
asking
letter supporting it. I think this is the one where he does,
We've had them before.
yes, we
He does all
have.
kinds of-
I don't know if we did
The Pied
teapots.
Potter, he was called the Pied Potter of
Yeah.
Hamlin.
Yeah.
Hamlin, the Pied Potter, something like that. I know we funded him before.
All right, well,
I'm gonna say no on this one, I don't know why, just 'cause.
that's not me. I shut mine off.
It's you, Patty.
Ryan,
It's not me.
I'm sorry.
Anybody else say anything?
No, I give it a maybe, it's not a lot of money, but.
All right, let's do a maybe.
Walmart. I mean, Walgreens.
The next one is,
Number 11.
Yeah, hold on.
That would be in
What
it.
do we say for the teapots?
Yeah.
That's a maybe.
Maybe.
It's a maybe, all right.
catch up with myself, because if I mess it up, I'll be totally lost. The folk jazz and film music for trumpet and piano. They have no venue here. I mean,
That's it.
No.
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 That's a no.
Playing hardball over there.
I mean, he's got a
Because they
lot
don't have a
of,
venue, and that's been,
A lot
that's
of-
our go-to.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's not a major
a lot
priority.
of,
That's
a
a-
lot of
yeah.
credentials, but he says, let me be sure here, because I just skimmed through these. Oh, and it's another one who's applied to a lot of different ones.
All right,
It's a
that's
no.
a no.
It's a no.
Okay.
We need some no's anyway,
Oh, yeah.
because we have a lot that we like,
Yeah, right.
which is great.
And this is
Good
an easy
news.
one. You have to have a venue or we don't entertain it.
Right.
period.
Wait, there's a lot of pages. He had a lot of credentials.
Holy moly.
Stephen Hurlbut, who is Jumpin' Juba Senior Concert, and this is with a letter from Boussier for $325 at the Senior Center. And spring 2022, exact date to be determined.
Wait, did you do, wait a minute, you jumped a line.
No?
No,
No,
well,
we put an X on the
But
folk
she
jazz
said
and film
depends-
music.
I know, but she just read spring of 2022.
That's for Jumpin' Juba.
That's the next one. We want Jumpin' Juba, is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he does say, spring of
Okay,
2022.
okay. Number 13 says spring or summer 2022, and number 12 says Jumpin' Juba.
Yeah, but she's doing,
No,
that's when it's
I'm
gonna.
doing
Yeah.
12.
Well, when
Okay.
it's gonna be,
Okay.
spring of,
He's got
That
the
one
same-
is spring of 2022.
So
On number
both of them are
12.
the same.
Well, let's get to the next one next.
All right, actually, it's a guitar trio evidently. It's a music program, Jumpin' Juba, at the senior center.
Blues and Roots Music Group will perform up to 90 minutes at the Dudley Senior Center. It presents its own arrangements of classic blues, rock and folk from New Orleans, Memphis, lots of places. Target audience, well, again, because it's at the senior center, it's gotta be seniors. I mean, it doesn't have to be, anybody could go, but I don't know who does go.
Right.
I mean, since none of us are seniors yet.
I refuse to
I
go.
mean,
They usually, they get a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
curious.
I think that's gotta be in
Oh, I
the
use
yes
it really
pile,
well-
because I'm
well-run
not sure that
program.
we have that much for the senior center at this
I
point.
think
So
it's a
put
good
that in the
idea.
yes.
Okay.
And it's 325.
325, yeah,
Yeah.
that's not much at all.
Oh, we will have, and she, okay, so
What's
that's a
13? What does
yes.
that refer to? Alex left. What does he do?
It's a national, it's a public radio thing, National Public Radio. He was an attorney. about renewable energy, I think, that's what I got from looking
They
him
must
up.
have-
Is this, I don't even know, this is the third one for her?
Annette, yeah, read his.
All right,
Yes,
he's
that's the
requesting $2,000, spring or summer, depending on local preference. I don't think that this
Where?
one, wait a
Again,
minute,
no
wait a
venue.
minute, let me get to, it's a film and there's no venue.
No, then.
I mean, I didn't see a venue, let's put it that way.
No.
When I skimmed through all of these, just to familiarize myself,
It's too much money anyway, and one of our priorities says we rarely fund anything over $1,000.
except for the 4,000 we gave them.
Well, I said really.
That was
I said
unique,
Really.
really,
I said
okay.
Never say
I was
never.
just being funny. All right, that's a no?
I'd say no on that.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, it's enough.
I think I did 3 for her, right?
No.
Yes, you did.
Who's got 14?
Who's
Ron
got
14?
Rona Leventhal?
I do.
You're up.
I do. I like this one. I like this one a lot. She is an artist from Northampton. She does storytelling for adults and teens. The event is to be held at the library. I did listen to her on YouTube. She is excellent, and she is very uplifting, and she has an endorsement letter from the librarian, Drusella Carter. And it's a program, Into the Dark, it's called, Stories from the Shadows, on October 27th at the library.
Terrific. I like
And,
That's a yes.
and the amount is $635 for the whole thing. But the library is also willing to kick in some if we can't do the whole thing. That's a yes.
Oh, yeah.
My-
Anything with storytelling, absolutely.
And I can
She
vouch for
has
her
a
because I
letter.
watched her on YouTube, several stories.
It's not too scary, I hate scary stuff.
Oh, gee.
It's not
I
like
love
Murder on
scary.
Elm Street or whatever that thing is.
Right,
Oh,
Nightmare
okay.
on
All
Elm
right.
Street.
Oh, Nightmare, I've never seen it. I know it's Elm Street.
All right.
Okay, that's a
All
yes.
right, number
That's-
15,
Stephen Lewis.
Bushwhack.
Okay, Stephen Lewis, that is simply a visual arts presentation for $149, covering his travel money only. He has a whole collection, like 1,500 posters. He would bring satirical posters of political leaders from countries around the world, and that would be displayed in the library.
He had that display.
Sounds similar to the one he just did.
Well, it's the format is similar where he
Right.
displays the
He's done that. He
pictures.
does that all the time.
Yeah.
But,
Which is great.
but the,
So you've
Yeah,
seen them, and I haven't seen them. So when you walk in the library, are they in that room
In
on
the
the
yes,
right-hand
yes,
side?
yes.
And so my question is that well used and people travel through that, or are those doors closed a lot?
The doors are open whenever
When
I
the
go,
library-
unless
Okay.
there's something going on in
And it's
there.
hard to tell because you don't have to check in, you can just walk in, view the
Right.
thing and leave.
The
Right.
last one he did, though, on discrimination was absolutely outstanding. It was one of the best ones I've seen. I've seen him do military ones.
Yeah.
And I thought it had a slant, a definite slant
Well,
to it.
But
In
it
what
was,
direction?
oh, okay.
Anti-capitalism. It was
it,
like pro-union.
it was,
Workers Unite?
I didn't
no,
know.
it was.
I didn't
it
get
was-
that.
I mean, that's my
That-
opinion.
and that's
Because
exactly why he
I
does
did
it.
go to every single one. I went
Yeah.
back, because I saw it the first time, and then I went back.
Yeah.
And I read some of the little newspaper clippings
Yeah.
and stuff. So, and that was the sense I got from it.
I
But
thought
that
it was
The thing
objective, but I guess I'm
you had to do
wrong.
with it, okay, is read it. You had to read it because it would jump out at you as though it were discriminatory in some cases,
Yeah.
okay? But if you read his little explanation, so there was a lot to it.
But the best
He and
part is
I
that look at the
exchanged some words, but that's okay.
The discussion is what I think is great.
Yeah, he
because he put
causes-
that up, we're talking about
He
it. And
causes
that's what needs
discussion.
to be done, in my
Exactly right.
opinion.
Right.
It's not-
And
I-
so if you feel that it's something that a lot of people in the community see and appreciate,
You always have to
I'm
ask.
very interested. I mean, obviously, it's a fabulous collection. And it's a very small amount of money, $149. I
Yeah.
say we throw it in the yes pile.
I'd
And
say yes because
and
of
if
the
we
amount.
have an extra few bucks, I think we should go that way. Anyway,
Okay.
on to my third one. This one is a no from me, and the reason why is for several reasons. Number one, it's a virtual event. It's a film. It's called Cycle of Memory. It's about Alzheimer's. And it's expensive. It's $2,000.
What number do you
What
have?
number are you doing? This
Are
is
you at Flicks
16,
at
right?
Flicks at the Farm?
What's at the farm is a 4-H.
Well, this is the one you gave me, and I'm assuming mine were all together. This is Cycle of Memory.
What does it say for a number on top, though? Do you have a number? Cycle of memory.
It's not local for life?
No.
Cycle of memory, we don't even have that.
I don't have
I
that.
don't see it.
No. Do you have the
Because
first
the next
page?
one, those next three are
This is
mine.
Flicks at the farm, it was, I thought it
16,
was a
17.
4-H club thing.
It's
No.
sort of like,
Sort of like 4-H, yeah. But it was a movie, I think.
Yeah,
I
and
think
a
you're right about that.
whiskey pickers concert.
Local 4, like.
Well, I'll
No,
read.
mine's not on the list here.
Yours isn't on
This-
the list?
No, that I'm
That you're
talking.
reading?
See, I just went like this.
1, 2,
That's
3,
one.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
That's true. Did
No,
they stick in?
It's not on this list.
Wow.
So maybe we have.
All right, I have local for life. It is for $1,634.
Local for life?
She doesn't, it's not on the list.
Number
This
16.
one.
Yes, it
Number
is.
16.
It's
Yeah.
not,
Oh, I
hold
see it.
on,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
on. Flicks at the Farm, number 16.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one you gave me to do, and I reviewed it. I had 16, 17, and 18.
Okay, well,
So
she had something that wasn't on the list and I
Right.
didn't realize.
Right.
Okay, just,
Put that last, let's
It's
do
a-
that one last.
That's
Well, it's
not
a no.
us.
It's a no
It's a no
anyway.
anyway.
It's a no.
If they want $2,000 and it's a virtual showing.
what is it called?
It's called Cycle of Memory. It's on Alzheimer's. I'm sure it's a beautiful film, but it's just for that kind of money.
Yeah, we don't
And
have
there's
that.
going to be a limited amount of people that will
Yeah.
actually
Where would it
view
be
this.
held? This is the library again?
It's
But we
virtual.
don't,
Oh, virtual, that'd be.
we don't even have that as
That's
one
a
of
lot
our
of-
24.
No.
It's not one of our 24.
No, it's not.
I don't, somehow that got
Somehow
stuck.
it slid in.
It's, I want you to put it on the side, because I want to
Will
look
do.
for it eventually.
Will do.
reality about
All right, you're up.
Okay.
Marilyn's
Marilyn's
up for Flicks at the Farm?
Yes,
Thank you.
this is very different. It's unique. I don't know how I feel about it. It's $1,634, and takes place at Walnut. Is it Walnut Hill Farm?
Yeah.
And then it includes. It's a movie and It's a community movie night. Walnut is. And they promote their business and all that. I don't know if it's kind of like a little bit of advertising, but it's also a good thing, I guess. It's free. Local for Life is a nonprofit organized in 2020. It's sort of like 4-H, but
Well,
adult.
what do they do? What's the, what is?
They,
what's the movie
they
about?
connections through agriculture and business partnerships and provides educational outreach and promotes conservation and fosters the community. So it's
Pretty general.
very.
Where's Walnut Farm?
It's in Dudley. Tell you the truth, it's on Sawmill
It
Road,
just
is it?
says Dudley and Wendy Kawarsik
Yeah.
live,
It's on Sawmill
on-
Road in Dudley.
lives.
Thank you. And how much did they want?
1634.
There's no
I don't know.
partial funding.
That's
There's
her.
There's a
No, that-
farm.
This is a reach.
Wow.
I'd say no.
I say no.
This is not specific. I don't
Too
know,
general.
And then,
I don't know what I'm gonna say about if we decline this. I guess I'll deal with that when we get to.
well,
this
here's
is
the
a
other
no.
thing. When they list their budget, it goes into advertising costs,
No,
Yes.
no.
portable bathrooms, equipment rental.
No.
Gift cards for the first 20 attendees. That was the last item on the list.
Oh, gift cards, yeah, I saw that, I saw it. I think we
tent.
should say no. It's
Yeah,
just-
this is a business.
Yes,
This is
yeah.
not
Yeah.
a,
Yeah,
Okay, so that's a no.
no, okay.
Okay, now I have,
I'm gonna need help with that.
Makerspace, go.
this is cool, this is at the library, it's also got a letter from the librarian, it's in the kids' portion of the library. It's like, it's a building program. They play, through self-directed play to make kinetic parts, explore forces and motion, scale and cause and effect, wooden blocks, toy cars, and action figures,
Sounds
plus
great.
rubber bands, string, tape, paper clips, blah, blah. It's hands-on with kids making,
That sounds great.
Yeah, sounds
I
good.
liked it too. It's $600, it lasts for 2 hours.
Oh.
I'm confused about this. This says Terry Johnson, the children's librarian, that somebody else said there was somebody else.
Lita Carroll.
Well, this says Terry Johnson, children's librarian,
She's requesting the program? or-
has requested this program and will be involved in the planning. I also, they also need the full amount.
I'd say yes.
Me too.
Oh, I have a letter from Lita
Kids
on
get
this.
really involved in that.
Wait a minute, let me look.
Focus.
I think we funded him last year.
We funded him.
What was it last year?
I'm trying to see if
It's-
he's the one,
Was that the one that
They
did
had-
the stuff from home, stuff around the house?
yes,
The buildings?
hold
That's
on.
strange.
I like this, but,
Yeah, but we just did him, I think.
But
oh,
if it's good, go again.
No, that was John Root I was looking on. Oh, wait a minute. He's that
Makerspace.
Rube thing, isn't he?
Playful Engineers, it's called. Hands-on,
Rude.
steam-powered, and play-based virtual makerspace built along programs.
That was the last year.
Mankato,
It
yeah.
happened on October 9th this year.
And that was stuff that you had around the house, so evidently,
No, wait a minute, look, yeah, October 9th at the
There was
library.
chain reaction, yeah, there was one.
Yeah, we did that, we did him this year.
Okay, well, you want to say no then?
Well, we'll say maybe if you
we'll
want.
give it a maybe then.
This is really funny. I'm confused about that librarian, because my letter is signed by Lita Carroll. How do you
Lita
pronounce it?
Carroll.
Lita Carroll, yeah. But it
Well,
says
why-
Terry something else is the children's librarian.
They've had a few
Oh,
lately.
oh, well, maybe by
I
the
think
time he,
Harry was
maybe.
involved with 3 years.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yes, no, maybe.
This is a
Maybe.
maybe.
Say maybe, because we seem a little confused.
How are we doing on time? Since we're doing real well according to that.
I know.
I love that clock.
It's 10 minutes of 11.
Yeah, 10 of 11.
We're okay.
Okay, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
And then my last one is hip hop chair exercises for seniors. I always think this kind of stuff is great for seniors.
Yeah, anything we
I don't know
do
how
for
many
them.
programs we
I
have.
went to it. I was one of the
Did
seniors.
you participate?
I did.
I
How
forgot,
was
I
it?
let it go and I forgot about
Could
it.
you
I
keep up?
only went because I brought the banner and introduced myself to Margaret Boussier, and then I felt kind of obliged to stay. It was an hour. I think the people that went enjoyed it. It looks to me, if I remember, it looks like she went up this year. I think we paid $350 last year if you check that out,
Just like
Ron.
everything else, I guess.
Yeah, well, she's got her material and she travels and,
23 towns she's applied to.
yeah. The people that came enjoyed it.
You know, if
How
they
many
had,
people were there? Jenny, about 20, 30?
No, not 30. People were drifting in, I would say 20. 20.
Maybe.
they
You
used to
can
have
give
that
her a maybe.
chair yoga class that they haven't reinstituted, and if they had done that, I would say,
Oh, yeah. I can't
they don't
remember.
need-
Who's the lady that she does?
oh, she's great.
She used to do it up at Congregational Church.
And she did it at the library, too.
I know her.
The problem with this is, hold on. She did this to me last year. The letter isn't here from Margaret Boussier.
Oh, I missed that.
I didn't see a letter.
Well, she was kind of out of touch.
She certainly is
Yeah.
credentialed, I'll tell you,
Let's give it a
PhD.
She's we could do a maybe, but we've got
Wanna do a
what
no?
do I have to do here to be
Oh, you don't
legit?
have to let it. Well, let's say no then.
I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can,
I'd say no,
I
fine.
can't
It's
go
fine,
to
that's not
her and not go to somebody else
Right.
for a letter,
Mm-hmm.
right, chief?
No, and they did have it last year, so.
She had it last year and the senior center has 4.
And the
Okay, no.
truth is, if you had about 20 people, you're talking $30 a person to run that event.
Yeah, that's right. I was hoping.
Oh,
I
I
think
would
it's-
never
I think it's
agree
a-
to $600, but the letter's not here, so
Right.
no
No.
venue.
Yeah.
I mean, no letter.
And there was
Well,
no-
that
I
means no
lost- I got
venue.
No
two of mine
partial
got beat
anyway, right,
right
no
into the
venue.
ground.
Oh, she said no partial? Well, it
says
doesn't
she
matter.
wants
Is that one you
600.
like?
She's,
She
Huh?
wants
Is that one
500.
you like?
No, I don't have any.
She wants
I'm
500,
sorry.
yeah, that's okay.
Well, that's what I like to like.
All right, who's got 7 Rs?
I have it.
Okay, you're up.
I reject them right off the bat.
It's not in Dudley,
Well, not only that, they want
$1,000.
$1,000, but they're also looking at other communities.
Right.
And not only that, they're presenting their musical in Western Massachusetts, and people that are attending it have to pay $20 to get in. And they want $1,000 from us. And what they're basically giving us is, they'll give the video of that and put it onto cable television, and that's where the community would benefit.
No.
So I think it's a no.
Okay, good, that was easy.
Okay, that was an easy one.
Let's see, yeah, that was
Yes,
an easy one.
thank you.
Learn ukulele.
Now,
Did you?
the next one, I thought it was pretty good. It was $354.
I
It was
think
to learn.
this is
It was how to learn how to play a ukulele.
They did it before.
brings
And
the
she brings
ukulele.
it.
They
She brings-
did, it's limited
Yeah.
though, because she doesn't have enough ukuleles.
Well,
Well, you can bring your own.
yeah, you can bring your own.
Everybody's
That's
got
what
one
she
in the back of
says.
their closet.
The librarian said it was well attended, because
Okay.
I asked.
The
It's
only-
different.
What do you
only-
think, Ron?
But the only thing that got me here is that it says, I hope, let's see, the hope is that this program will be held in person. So does that mean there's a consideration that she might do it virtually?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I think
Or
she
in
plans on,
person.
I think she plans on doing it in person, but
that's-
just that one line kind of gives me some doubt whether or not she.
Depends on the pandemic, maybe.
I think that,
Yeah,
I
that's-
agree. Isn't she just
Well,
covering
this
her
program
base?
This program is designed to teach participants how to play the ukulele.
Is she the same one that did it the last time? That name isn't familiar.
I have never seen this.
She's mad, because because
I-
I was just curious about it. I said, how did she do this? And I did talk to the librarian, and she said it was well attended, and they liked it.
I'd love to.
I like the idea of it. and I think
Yeah,
it's-
it sounds like fun.
Okay, that's a yes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So yes?
Okay.
yep.
21, who's got 21?
I get the next one. This one is $460 plus,
interesting.
they were gonna get $100 from COA. I don't know what COA is.
Council on
Oh,
Aging.
That's
Okay.
the senior center.
And this was Island Vacations, and it was going to be held, or they want to hold it in April of 2022. And let's see, we'll offer a one-hour musical performance for seniors entitled Island Vacations. It's all music, Polynesian music.
And it's in person?
It's in person, yeah, at the Dudley Senior Center. They were going to play island music let's see, island music is performed on guitars, ukuleles, mandolins.
Didn't we fund him? We funded him in 2017, 2018, and 2020.
That sounds nice.
I like
That
it.
sound nice.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
remember
different
him
than
in
Irish music
2020.
and polkas and all that other stuff.
Well, yeah, something different, isn't it? huh?
Yeah.
Get it, lady.
Put that
I
in the,
took
put
your
that in the yes
name.
pile, Ron.
Thoroughbred.
Huh? I'll
Put that in the yes
Yeah, why don't we
pile.
put that in the yes
Yeah,
pile
that
too?
sounds
Yeah.
different and nice.
And Ginny, I'm looking at this list now. The reason why I didn't recognize it from mine is they don't list the name of the program for number 13. Okay?
Oh, I see what you're
For
saying.
my cycle of memory,
Yeah.
Is it Left Alex?
because I looked it up and that's who it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, it's
But that
on-
was a
it's-
no, I just wanted you to know, it is on the list, it is a no, but,
It's a
we
no,
got it.
there's no venue.
right,
All right, well, I will need that.
absolutely.
Okay, let's get it in the no.
All right, I'm just gonna,
All
I
right.
think I took part of it apart, so
All
let me
right.
get it together before I hand it over. All right, number 22,
Yeah, the park.
Oh, that's me. Hold on. What did I do with mine? Here we are. This is the Dudley, Town of Dudley applying, Michelle, on behalf of the town. This is for the architect. You and I had talked about this, Mary. And I'm gonna put that over there. It is to pay the architect to help find contractors to do the work. Now, we have funded the
Where is
town
this park?
twice.
Right up where the skate park used to be, right after right up here, right after the gym, the kids'
Oh, okay.
playground,
All
right?
right,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be there.
Last year, we funded $4,000 for the architect for the park. And last year, we did that because we only had 8 applicants, and everybody got funded.
Everybody got full.
And,
was
and
easy.
some people got overfunded.
Well, they
I
all
think
got
that's
what
what
they asked
happened.
for.
Yeah, they all got that.
exactly what they asked for.
Because we had no applicants.
Because we had the money.
But this is just in addition to that, 4,000?
This
And
is
I'm
for
giving
the
Bob.
contracted
Yes.
now.
Oh,
okay.
this thing is
This
gonna,
then it's not for the architect, this is for the
She
builder.
has the
It's-
blueprints.
no,
Okay,
it
so-
is to pay the architect to help find qualified landscape contractors
Okay,
to
okay.
bid.
Well, I think
He-
we've taken it this far, we have to.
Oh, this has got a long way to go. There's,
Well, that's
you
what,
know.
that's what I'm concerned. Every
I'd
year,
say
every year
yes,
you get
it's
a little
for the
4,000
town.
last year,
Well,
1,000, 1,300 this
you
year.
know,
When does it stop until they finally do something
We're gonna be alive to see
physically?
that.
I hope so.
Well, I don't think they'll have a problem if we say no. Because
Or do a
we've
partial.
done, we could consider a partial. I mean, this park is gonna be, let's see if I,
It's
The
nice. We
Dudley-
saw the plans.
I
is
didn't see
seeking
the
to
plans, but I think it's
redesign-
Who
great.
was with me? There were two
And-
people. Was it
Okay,
you?
me. Revitalize the skate park to better serve members. The skate park has been filled in and now exists as open space. The goal is to turn it into an area of benefit to the community through means such as a creation of a park, a space for weekend events, and a farmer's market.
Some kind of a gazebo too, they mentioned, didn't they?
A
Well,
pergola.
A pergola, excuse.
Because I found the gazebo.
Preparing
and they
for
said they didn't
proposal.
want it.
if this is what she showed me, the surface itself of this park will cost hundreds of thousands because it has to have certain qualifying elements. So if the kids
Environmental.
fall down,
Right.
they don't hurt themselves.
Like the kids' pack?
I've never been
Thought
to the
those were
kids'
just
park.
Tires, rubber tires. That's what I thought.
Well, no, I mean on the surface of
For
the,
this one, yeah.
yeah.
But
Um,
I'm thinking it's gotta be the same thing they have in the playground.
Well,
Probably something
let's,
Do they flood it in the winter?
So let me ask you.
we gave them for 2 years, we gave $1,500 the first year, and then last year we gave them 4,000. So we could say maybe.
Well, can't we just see what the total is for the
Yeah,
yeses?
let's-
And
yeah.
then if we have money
Yes,
left
yes,
over,
that's
if we have
why
money
it's
left
in the
over, then give it
maybe.
to
Yeah,
them.
do it
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
And they won't have any problem
Right.
understanding, we can't keep giving to the same group, we said that all the time, we don't keep funding.
Excuse me, I do have a question. Didn't we fund, wasn't last year the first time this park came up? In the prior year, we did something about
It
in
was
the
the
hallway,
hall,
decorating the
Veterans Hall.
hallway. That wasn't for the park, that
That's for the
first
Veterans
1,500.
Hall. They
I stand
renovated.
corrected, you're absolutely
Yeah.
right, that was
It
for
was
the Veterans Hall.
Yeah, so the park
The
is
park
the
is-
4,000, and I'm giving ballpark number.
That's
The park was
4,000.
4,000, this would be an additional
Second.
1,300 to
Right.
that, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Kirk and Whipple. These are this is the couple, the duo pianists that did the event online last year, and it's still online, and they were wonderful.
No,
Teddy, do you have any idea what kind of response there would be to something like this?
No.
I didn't really think
There's
you
no way
would,
you
but
can
it,
tell how many viewers.
you can't tell viewers, no.
I think can't be it in person.
Didn't we do them last year?
Yeah,
yeah,
we did.
No, yeah.
I would say no.
I'd say no.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
no.
Okay.
it's a no.
And one of the reasons is we don't really know what kind of a response it was.
It was good, I enjoyed it.
I did
It
too.
was
I enjoyed
wonderful,
it. It was
so
very
it's a
en-
no.
Listen, it works
entertaining.
during pandemic, but we're all moving out into the
Right.
world now. At least we're trying.
That's right.
We don't have
Okay.
masks on, we're making
Right,
progress.
right.
All right, the last one is for
York
Songs and Stories, The Highwaymen by York Matt.
What a name,
This
huh?
sounds very interesting because they do, but there's no specific date. They say spring 2022. I could probably live, or no venue. I don't see a venue.
No venue? Oh, shucks, I like it.
Yeah, they sound great.
Well, the
Sounds
Highwaymen is
interesting.
the old Waylon Jennings,
Yeah,
Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, and
Oh,
Chris
yeah.
Christopherson.
Okay,
They
so it
tell
would be
you
great
all
music
that.
for
That-
us.
Yeah, that's why I liked it.
Me too.
Because I did look it up. but no venue, no date.
But he's got, part of the budget is space rental, $150, but he doesn't tell us what the
Well, no
space
venue,
is.
that's
No,
it.
we're done.
Yeah, no venue.
Sorry,
That's
Val.
too bad.
Too bad.
Yeah,
So I should say, we regret.
yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely.
But apply again.
Try next year.
Get a venue.
All right. So,
All right.
let's start with the yes column.
Add 'em up.
Are you, I don't want to.
Make sure we all have the same yeses. Is somebody gonna read these
Well,
off?
she's just gonna get us a ballpark figure to begin with.
It's 10 yeses.
Oh, I thought you were. I hate talking when you can't count.
Flicks on the Farm, we said no?
Yep.
Thank you.
It's my first shit.
Me too.
I only have 8.
See what happens.
All right, so I've got a total, I just put everything together, the yeses and the maybes, for $11,738.
Oh, and the maybes?
You did the maybes too?
I did, just for the heck of it, just to see really where we were. $11,738. And so we have what, 9,800 even?
That's not
Yes.
bad, we're not too far off.
No, that's why I did it that way. Because this is pretty simple. It's a little bit less than $2,000, 1938. So now, let's look at the maybes
Okay.
and see where we're at.
So you're taking out the yeses, and now we're going over the
Let's
maybes.
keep our yeses.
Yep.
And let's
Oh,
take,
yeah,
and
yeah.
let's take the maybes out.
Yep. So how many maybes do we have?
So who had maybes, and let's
I
talk
see
about
3.
that.
I see
Number
3.
17 was a maybe.
5, 6.
The balloon was a
That many
maybe.
maybes?
6 maybes.
How many-
I think the balloon is a no for me.
Yes or no?
What number is
Ed
that?
the Wizard,
Ed the
it's
Wizard.
number
That's
2.
yours.
Yeah.
I didn't like him
Yeah, I
either.
would-
You didn't
Okay.
like him, Louise?
So we can take that out. So that's a
Okay.
no.
Yep.
What about the
So-
Sanders later?
So now we're
16.
down to 1488 we need to take out.
So that's the chainsaws ones, which we just funded.
Yeah.
Number 9, that was a maybe. We could, you know.
We could leave him as a maybe, he was so good. We
I
did-
say he's a yes.
He,
Because the kids
the
really.
kids
Yeah,
went
let's
wild.
just put him as a yes.
What about the two?
Then we have the middle school as a maybe, the number 6.
Yes, that was a maybe
That was
for
2,700.
2,700.
Oh, yeah, possible. Can we?
You know,
Is there allowed partial funding on
Yeah,
this?
that was a
Oh.
spaghetti
You're
dinner
on
and,
partial on the
Let's see if
Sanders later.
what we might have left over,
Yes.
if anything.
Yes,
Because I'd love to say yes, but we can only help you with.
right,
Yeah.
right.
yeah.
Either the
Yeah.
buses or
We
the
don't wanna give
ticket.
them a
We
straight
could do,
no.
you know, either, you could
There you
say
go,
yes,
Mary.
the
That's
buses,
absurd.
so we can pay for the tickets.
That's
It's,
an
it's,
absurd.
as I told you,
Myself.
we're doing a reunion next year, and part of it was we wanted to include a visit to the Slater Museum.
And-
And my quote from their new manager, through Olivia, who is the big honcho, I think her name is Olivia Spratt, was $10 a person. Now, whether that's a senior discount or not, I think kids and seniors should
Should get
apply.
a discount.
Yeah,
My
me
other
too.
thought is, these kids are gonna get to that museum because their parents are gonna take them.
Well,
let's hope.
Well,
no.
Some of them are.
Yeah, some of them are.
Yeah, that
Maybe we
doesn't-
should try to
that's-
fund just the
It's
buses.
part of their curriculum, which I thought was
Yeah.
good.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
Oh, well, that's
great curriculum.
definite, great,
Let's-
okay,
let's-
We used to have to travel to Lowell for that type of thing.
yeah,
those-
that's
Well,
right.
let's leave it as a maybe.
Let's talk about teapots from around the world for $360. Are
What
we
number
in
are
or
we
we
on?
out? That's
That's
number
10,
10. Are we in or
okay.
we out on that one?
I would be out.
I would be out.
I need
I
to-
agree.
yeah.
All right, so that takes out 360 then.
Moving right along.
Wait
So
a minute now,
we're
you
down
jumped
to-
ahead of me.
We're down to 1128.
Wait, you're doing a good job, but you jumped ahead of
We
me
gotta
out.
get rid of 11.
What did we say about
Yeah.
Jesse Green? Anything?
We have to, we have
Oh,
to.
I think
That was
we're
maybe.
leaving him, aren't we?
He's still a maybe.
He was a
Oh, he's
maybe.
still a
He's
maybe?
still a maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Jesse
he was a
Green?
yes.
No, I got him as maybe.
Who, I didn't.
What
Jesse
number?
Green, the
See,
I know
chainsaw.
they changed
That
it
was
to a
a yes.
yes.
I
Did
thought
they?
you said
Yes.
yes.
What
'cause I-
number?
Number 9.
Number 9.
Jesse Green.
No, they
He
Oh,
was
he's
a
a yes.
maybe.
He's a yes now.
He's a yes
He's a
now.
yes now.
Absolutely
But he's a
agree.
yes now.
All right, so we've got
The
to.
kids loved it.
So we need to get rid of 1128. What else have we got for maybes on here?
The park.
Is that it?
The park and the hip hop, the cheer
Did we say,
exercise I
we
have.
said no to teapots?
Yeah.
We said
Yes.
no
Yeah.
to teapots.
And I thought
I've
the,
got, that jumpin' juba, the guitar, I've got that as.
How about the chain reactions?
yeah, that's, I thought that was a maybe.
It was
I
a
thought we
maybe.
just
Yeah.
made that a yes.
No,
No,
that
maybe.
was
Cheese sauce
Jesse,
Cheeseburgers?
that's Jesse
That's
Green.
something
Yeah.
This is
different.
17,
Jay
Mary.
Mankita is
Oh.
the one he does Rube.
17 was a maybe at the beginning.
Yeah,
2 hours, library,
We crossed
kids,
that off. We need that.
hands-on, fine
have
motor,
anything.
focused attention.
and a maybe.
Sounds good.
I
Leave
say
it as
that's
a
yes.
maybe.
I
Leave it
say
as a
yes.
maybe. How much?
I crossed that
Listen,
off.
We
it's
said no.
11:20, it's 11:28, so I think it comes down to
The park.
the park and partial funding of the Samuel Slater. I think that is the discussion on the table, those two items.
Okay, what's 1120?
That's what we have to cut from the
Eliminate. We
budget.
have to eliminate
$1,128.
But you don't have the park in that figure, do you?
Yes,
Oh, you have?
I do.
Oh, scratch the park, I say, we've given to them. I'd rather go with Samuel Slater, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
All right, well, that's what I'm saying, what do you think? Well, we can't do the whole thing.
No.
The problem is, how do we,
It's gonna have more of a
Well,
value
if-
to the
if-
kids, you know.
Now.
If the-
Now, instead of something
Yeah,
that's
Samuel
gonna be
Slater is a
years
real
later.
experience now,
Yeah.
Yeah,
tied to the curriculum.
and that ticket price
And
for
you
Samuel
call and get
Slater
$10.
probably.
wait,
would be
one
10 for
person
school.
at a time.
So 135, that would be, what, times 10?
1,350.
1,350.
Or we could say, give them the money for the buses.
I wish we could find out how much the buses are. I wish they itemized that.
We don't do that. That's not our job.
I know, I know.
Okay?
But
Our
it would
job
make it
is to
easier.
say, if we threw out the park, how much do we have left for the Samuel Slater? Unless there are other people to consider.
Well, we have, the park is 1,300, so if you take that off,
Yes.
we're all set. We're
We can
within
give them
budget.
2,700?
I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do the math now, all right?
Good idea.
But I think we're probably
I don't even
okay.
want to give them 2,700, quite honestly.
I think that's.
That's too much money.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that's why I can see the look in your face, and I'm thinking the same thing probably that you're thinking. Do the park for 1,300, and then partially fund that Samuel Slater for what the balance is left.
Right, exactly.
That's where I'm coming
And then
from.
they can make up the difference.
So let
what do
me
you-
let
what do
me
you
go
think
at
happens
it for a
I think
second
she's
here.
right, yeah.
All right, let her
yeah.
do the math.
Because 2,700 seems like an awful lot of money to go to one.
Oh, yeah,
one
I would
entity, you know?
never want to
Especially-
fund them
Yeah.
for 2,700.
I can't believe that that's a solid price.
Well,
I don't-
I'm
it
with
isn't.
you, only it's not our job to.
I know, I
to get
understand
into
that.
it.
But it's their job when they submit the application. Of course, maybe they're working on the right, and what they're getting for
But here
information
again,
from the Slaters, too.
but they said-
They
said
might
that-
just
they
be
said-
going online and seeing what the,
That would be.
I haven't done that.
But not
I
only that,
haven't
they
looked.
said, they said that they're
Nothing on-
willing, the Parents and Teachers Association would go and do
Yeah.
spaghetti supper or
And a
whatever.
spaghetti supper, yeah.
you know,
They
so-
would
If it doesn't happen, it comes back to us.
They would definitely get help from the PTO.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
said if we partially.
You know, maybe when they
Yeah,
were
I have
doing this, the
found that.
PTO wasn't up and running yet.
Right.
Certainly, they're gonna sell Christmas paper, wrapping paper.
And it might be, I mean, it might be like 2 trips. Like, some of the classes go in the morning and some, because it can't be,
It's only limited to 8 to 10 people in a group.
yeah.
So that.
At Samuel Slater?
Yes.
Well, it might be different when they have.
Maybe,
those-
but they only have so many docents. They assign one person to the group. So how, unless they get some kind of special thing for kids with a big room that they can all, I don't know. I don't know how that would work. It doesn't sound fluid at all.
Okay, so this is where we're at. So, for everything on the table, that includes the park and Sam Slater, everything as is, comes to $10,928. We can fund $9,800.
Correct.
So we are $1,128 over. So, if we fund the park at $1,300 as requested, and we cut the Samuel Slater experience by that $1,128, we can fund Sam Slater for $1,572, and everything is accounted for.
Is it 2,700 to
Yeah.
start?
They're
with?
asking
Yeah.
2,700.
All right,
and
and what did you say?
Yeah,
What was the
1,500.
1128?
We were over. If everything that we have, that we've said yes to is still on the table, it's a total of $10,928. We only have $9,800. So we needed to get rid of $1,128. I took that from Sam Slater.
Yep,
And we can fund the Slater for $1,572, which will probably cover the bus situation.
I would imagine.
I like that situation because we're at least supporting the park. I mean, we're already into it, like Ron said. Why don't we just
we're not gonna be able to do the park. everything for-
indefinitely, I
Well, we
know.
can't do everything for the park. I mean, it's
Right.
gonna be hundreds of
I
thousands.
get it.
yeah.
I get that, but
Okay.
it's nice to give them money this year, so at least they're
Get it
moving in the
started.
right direction.
'Cause
And
I
I
hate
think
to see
we're
them
all in
put-
agreement
Or-
that
or,
Sam
you know,
Slater.
maybe you could cut the park a little bit and give a little bit more back to the Samuel Slater, but, you know, see what I'm saying?
Give the
We
park a-
could
Even
do
it out?
that, we
Yeah.
could, we could
Even it
round, we could, cause I'm
We could
giving
switch it.
1572 to Sam Slater. We can increase that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that now.
So the park wanted,
1,300, can we give them just
The
1,000?
park is 13, yeah,
I think,
1,300.
I think that's a great idea, Mary, and we're all seem to be
Yeah.
in agreement with that. All right,
Yeah.
so let's write that down then.
that's interesting, the park was a no to begin with.
No.
No,
Well,
I think it was kind of a maybe.
It was
I have a
a
question
question.
mark.
Okay, all right, okay,
Yeah.
calm down.
Add 300 to,
Okay, so Sam Slater is getting 1872.
Where is that?
That's, we have to stick with 72, huh? Such an odd number.
That's all right. And then, the green space is going down to 1,000. That seems perfectly reasonable
Yeah,
to
that
me.
That sounds good.
Absolutely.
I like
Good
it.
suggestion, good work, people. Okay, this is what I'm gonna ask of you, Jane.
Yeah,
I have this messy sheet, and I have a clean sheet somewhere. Well, maybe I'll just deal with the messy sheet. I wanna go down and, we haven't cut anyone. The only people we cut was, is that right?
No, we cut some.
Yeah,
oh,
we
we
did.
cut.
Oh, okay,
Three,
all right.
4, 5, 6,
We cut
7, 8,
teapots for
9.
one.
We cut
the
10.
No. When I say cut, I meant the amount of money.
Oh,
No.
no.
Okay. So, we're yes on number one. I want to go down the list.
Let's do it.
Because I can't be wrong here when I'm, emailing these people.
Right.
A yes, and I'm not even gonna give the amount, because unless it's different than what's on here, you
What
say
did you
that.
just say? Yes.
Then
and
let's
then-
say it out
She hasn't
anyway.
started.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
475 for the first one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Four, no, the second one is a
No.
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 Correct,
Number 3.
3 is yes.
And that's
Okay.
1170.
11
Yeah.
seven.
correct.
Okay,
Number 4 is a yes.
wait a minute, hold on. Who's reading these numbers? I'm the one who's marking my sheet. 4 is a yes for 650.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
5 is a yes for 1150.
Yes.
Yes.
I wrote down some here.
Because they would take a partial.
But we have enough money, so we're
Yeah,
moving
money, so
on.
the
I
next
know,
one
but
is-
I want to be sure that
Like SUM or SOME?
SOME. I want to be sure that nothing, what was that?
We're gonna
Oh,
add
there
again.
was no food or anything. There was no food. That was the Dudley Middle School. Okay, that's fine.
Number 6. You're on 6.
6 was yes for,
1872.
1878 now.
1872.
72.
72, I'm sorry. That's what I wrote.
7 is a yes for 460.
Yep.
Yes.
8 is a no.
Yep.
9 is a yes.
Yep. Oh,
For
sorry.
500.
Right.
Right.
Next page.
10 is a no
For the teapots.
for the teapots. 11 is a no.
Correct.
12 is a yes for 325.
Correct.
Correct.
Yep,
13 is a no.
correct.
14 is a yes for 635.
Yes.
15 is a yes. Who the heck is Karen Wall? Did somebody ask that question before? Because that's who the letter came from. For, what's his name? Stephen Lewis.
Stephen Lewis, yeah.
Who's Karen Wall? Does anybody know that at the library?
Karen Wall was the previous head librarian before Drusilla.
Oh, okay, so this must be an old letter.
Well, maybe they made coffee with yellow on it, there you go.
What's the
All right.
date on it?
I don't, it's not in front of me, but I'm going to look that letter up because,
'Cause we
although
can't-
I.
It just could have been in the file,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. 16 is a no. Oh, that was 149 for Stephen Lewis, the Bushwhackers.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
The J. Mankita, that was a no? I don't
That's a
have that.
yes.
Yes,
That's a
he
yes for
is.
600.
The Rube Builders,
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
600.
600. The Hip Hop Dancer,
No.
no. The next one is no. The ukuleles for 354 is a yes, that's number 20. 21 is Island
Yeah,
Vacation.
Roger, yeah.
What'd we say?
You
Yes.
said
Yes.
Yeah.
460.
460.
Yeah.
1,000 for the park, we said yes.
Yes.
No to Kirk Whipple was 23, and no to the Highwaymen, the number 24.
And we're at $9,800.
Yay.
Thank you, Judy.
And you
You
know
did a
what?
fantastic job.
11:20, you can get lunch before you gotta go.
I'm going for lunch.
Yeah, that was awesome, Jean, thank you.
Awesome.
That was really awesome. So,
Okay.
Jay Mankita, I had as a maybe, you guys changed him to a yes.
Yep, we did.
Okay, she added it up, we're good.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable.
9,800, and the Dudley Middle School, that was
1873.
a yes for partial.
This was for banner, right?
Yes. Did I
All
put
right,
it in
I'm
the
going
note?
to,
In the minute?
I was trying to read
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
DCC
hold on,
banner.
good point.
Sorry.
Where's my agenda? Is there any other business?
When's the next meeting?
That's a good question. Here's what has to transpire now. I have to get the denials out.
Yep.
We have to wait.
We have to wait 15 days. I'm gonna time these denials a little bit because I'll be in Florida from the 4th to the 16th. Once the denials come back, we wait for any appeal from the
Oh, okay.
denials.
Okay.
They have the right to.
Yeah.
Because,
Okay.
yeah, and then we
And,
have to meet again if they're.
Then we would have to meet again and
Okay.
do this all.
All
Yeah,
right.
it did happen one time for me.
I've never had that.
I never
But,
did either.
So then the letters go out for approval. Or
We're really
they'll
right on
email.
schedule, Jenny, really, because usually we get our okay from the state in January, like early January, so we're on schedule surprisingly enough, by my chronology in my head.
Well, we shouldn't be because,
We are,
Thank you.
according to past,
okay, all right, well,
by the middle of January, you get that thing from the state that says, hey, you guys, you got your money, we're sending it over to the treasurer and all
We
that
weren't
other stuff.
didn't go much over, it was just a couple of weeks. and we
Yeah,
had to
so
wait
that-
from
we're
October to
doing well.
November, from October 15th to November 1st. It was just a matter of a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
yeah, and then November 3rd till we got the panel book.
Right.
And then November 5th till
maybe-
we
I know,
figured
but
out
here we
how
are.
to,
They're still gonna
tape
go out.
Yeah, I think it's very good, excellent. I'm sorry you worked so hard, though. I'm glad, and also glad it was you and not me.
you're so funny.
I'm so funny.
All right, again, I thank everyone here, especially Jane's performance today.
Yes.
All the work,
Okay.
in the background that Ron, with the help of our
Absolutely.
former treasurer,
Yeah.
Joe. Twinkle. I said it's off. And I guess that's it. No other business?
Now, when do we meet again?
I don't know. What are we meeting for?
Nothing.
Nothing
We
unless,
don't, right, just.
It'll
well,
be spring, it'll be May, June.
So this cycle is done, in other words?
Yeah, as soon as
Well,
that state approves
unless
the money,
Unless we
we
have
get
something
some
comes
kind
up.
of a conflict.
essentially it's done.
Yeah,
So they're all set until May, at least.
right.
Okay, and
At
who-
least
I don't
then.
even, offhand, who's up this year?
I am.
Okay.
This time
Our
it's for real.
concern
Oh,
is
so
going.
you're done?
This time it's for real, because last year you were trying to kick me off a year early.
No, we weren't.
And did we have to do some research?
I think we did research to keep you on.
Okay, thank you very much.
so let's do some more research. No.
You know,
The
another
other,
thing.
the other thing is, I think you were just gonna bring it
The
up,
four,
the
no.
time when we leave.
right, with 4 new members all at once, this is for future reference, Jane, Ron,
Yes,
Annette. That means 4 of you are gonna be leaving at the same time, so
That's
you've gotta
tough.
keep that in mind. We're done, we go till 2020, what, 3? We're done in 2023, you and
I
I?
thought it was next year, don't? I don't know.
It's 2023, so we might,
Well,
We
she
should
doesn't
pick
go
up-
at the same time
No, I
because
think this is my
this
second
is her
year.
second year.
all right, but I think we should, with Marilyn gone,
Yeah,
I think
we
we should get one,
need to-
we should get another new one,
We need to think about the future.
right?
But we
Who's
always
going
do.
to-
I'm just not good at recruiting. You guys have done a great job. Look at the people you picked that are go-getters. That's
She
great.
picked him, I picked her, and the rest of, oh, I
You
got, I
begged me,
begged
but you-
her.
Yeah, you begged me.
Nobody
But-
picked me, I
Well,
picked
bended knee.
And the rest of you I can't get rid of.
Well, I know a few people, you know, I could ask, like, you know,
Finally
they
gave
could come
in.
back,
But this is it, though. This is tough.
you know.
Here's the
but-
thing,
And I feel good about this.
I think Jane and I have talked, we don't want too many.
Right,
We
I
don't
agree,
want
I
to,
agree.
because that's never been our problem
No.
in the
Right.
past.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy, I just, you know.
Yeah, you know, like I said, but the problem is with, if you have 7, all right, and you've got 4 leaving at the same time.
Oh, yeah,
Then you're down to 3,
Yeah,
now you've gotta
yeah.
recruit at least 2.
yeah, yeah, so
You don't
think
have-
about people
Yeah,
that you
Peggy
might wanna
McCluger.
recruit. All right, this is gold,
Peggy
I have to keep.
Can I
All-
ask Peggy McCluger? You all know her, I think.
You can ask whoever you
Yeah.
want. If she lives in Dudley, she can
Yeah.
be on the board.
Yeah,
Do it.
right.
How is she?
Good.
who is she? I don't
Well,
know.
did she
I
used to
told
be
her.
on with you?
She was
No.
a teacher.
No, she wasn't on with me, but.
Oh, Peggy, she
Peggy.
goes to my church.
Yeah, Peggy.
How long ago were you on, well, Louise?
oh, I know
Louise was on
Peggy.
when the first time I came on.
Yeah.
What?
Because I
And that
never,
was-
I
yeah.
never served with you,
I never did either.
yeah.
It was
Anyway,
years ago, obviously,
I think Katie was on.
but I,
Katie did serve a one, yeah.
When Louise was on.
Oh,
Anyway, I
she
think
may
we can
And Patty Byron too, was Patty Byron?
call
Yeah,
it
Patty
on
in.
it one day.
I can
Yeah.
email you people
done the
for any
original.
need
The original
that
is
I
the
have
original
for a
one
future
that
meeting.
one of the-
Yes,
Okay.
okay.
Okay?
Right, Patty,
Yeah.
that's
So
right.
for
She's
now,
not- she's not-
And then you'll let us know how it progresses.
I
The
will,
let- the
I
deni-
will.
The letters have gone out, we have no denials.
Right, I
The
will
state says,
clearly.
good job, pat you
'cause-
on the back, here's your money.
And whenever we do schedule our next meeting, we should come back with some names for possible new members.
okay.
Okay.
Candidates.
Is that mandatory?
Yes.
She's gonna be absent that meeting. All right, so I'll
We don't have
entertain
to.
a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn. Good job, everybody.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
What time is it?
It's 11:25.
Ah,
What time?
27.
That's
11:25.
11:27.
11:27.
11:27.
great
What
job.
time did we start? Because I looked at that